Chapter 4 MS Access 2016 Learning Objectives. After studying this chapter, you will be able to understand how to create table and database, components of MS Access. MS Access 2016 Microsoft Access is a database management system (DBMS) from Microsoft that combines a graphical user interface with the relational database. MS Access is a relational database management system (RDBMS) which provides a simple yet robust way to manage data. The data in MS Access is stored in the form of tables and is arranged in the form of rows, records, and columns, fields. There are multiple tables in an Access database, and relationships are created between these tables using common fields. You can add, update, delete, and view data from these related tables using forms. You can also retrieve data from the tables using queries and print them in the desired format using reports. No more. Data can be directly exported to or imported from word processing, spreadsheet, or database files. Smart tip. Microsoft Access is a tool that programmers can use to create application software. 4 steps in order to use MS Access. A database is a collection of information that Microsoft Access saves. You must perform the following 4 steps in order to use MS Access. 1. Establishing databases. The type of data you will be stored should be specified when creating your Microsoft Access database. 2. Data entry. After your database has been constructed, you may start entering the data from each business day into it. This fancy phrase, query, basically refers to the process of getting data out of a database. 3. Report optional. The database's information is arranged attractively and can be produced as an Access report. 4. Architecture. Access refers to anything that is nameable as an object. Tables, queries, forms, reports, macros, data macros, and modules make up the majority of the objects in an Access desktop database. You may have encountered the term database being used to refer exclusively to the files in which you store data. If you have experience working with other database systems on desktop PCs. However, an Access Desktop Database .accdb also contains all the significant objects connected to the data that is being stored, including any objects you construct to automate the use of your data. Uses of MS Access. The following are some crucial applications for Microsoft Access. Access makes it simple for individuals with only a basic understanding of computers to create and administer database. It is a piece of software that can be used in schools to create timetables. Any user can quickly add data to the MS Access database. It is also utilized to develop aesthetically pleasing front ends. MS Access macros make it simple to carry out repetitious activities. With the aid of commands, any user can easily access the data or information. It enables users to create web applications. This program is also used by other software developers to create application software. The Oracle, DB2, and SQL Server databases are all compatible with this software, as all 3 of these databases comply with the ODBC standard. Data can be simply imported from and exported to spreadsheet, and word processing files by any user. Features of MS Access. The following list of Microsoft Access's several attributes includes 1. The framework, that is tables, used to store data or information in a database can be easily created by any user. 2. MS Access has a Tell Me function that makes it simple to generate queries, tables, reports, and forms. 3. Information from Microsoft's other programs can be quickly imported by any user into a table that MS Access has built. 4. MS Access users can quickly generate a report from the table that they have chosen. Users must select the report wizard icon from the toolbar in order to create a report. 5. MS Access's Forms function is one of its key components. 6. The template is yet another crucial aspect of MS Access. The templates that are offered by the MS Access software can be used by any user. 7. Queries can also be thought of as a crucial aspect of MS Access. It aids in both the processing and user interface processing of data in tables. 8. Microsoft Access offered a new capability that enables users to create web databases and then publishes them to SharePoint sites. This application program also has a strong feature. By using the VBA Visual Basic Application code to build specialized database solutions, this functionality aids developers. Additionally, multi-valued fields were introduced. This functionality allows you to pick and store several values in a single field. Elements of Microsoft Access. The following are the 7 major elements that make up MS Access. 1. Tables. It serves as the centerpiece of the MS Access program. Tables are monthly utilized in the MS Access database to store data or information in the form of rows and columns. The data or information is contained in Access tables, which resemble Microsoft Word or Excel tables. In order to use MS Access, you must first build a table in any new database you create. Additionally, you may define the main key in a table and tie it to other tables. 2. Relationships. Relationships are the connections or ties that develop between one or more database tables. The following 4 kinds of relationships exist. A. One-to-one relationship. B. One-to-many relationship. C. Many-to-one relationship. D. Many-to-many relationship. 3. Queries. The commands used to retrieve data or information from the database are known as queries. You may also use it to add the data to an MS Access database. 4. Forms. It is an item or component that aids users in entering data via an interface into any database's table. The database's data can be easily shown by any user. 5. Reports. Users can quickly access their information in an orderly manner after entering their data in the database by running the reports. The reports, in contrast to forms, cannot be changed. 6. Macro. The repeated tasks on reports and forms in the MS Access database are carried out using macros. Additionally, it enables users to add features to forms, controls, and reports. 7. Modules. Routine tasks and user-defined functions that are developed in VBA are automated using modules. These modules are simple for any user to utilize from anywhere in the MS Access database. Access versus Excel. Data of all kinds is stored by Microsoft Access in the form that makes it simple to access. To accomplish this, it has a number of features. Excel, on the other hand, has a stronger preference for numerical data and running calculations on it. Although it is possible to store different types of data in an Excel spreadsheet or any other spreadsheet for that matter, a dedicated database tool like Access has functionality designed specifically for declaring and managing different types of data. You can limit the information that users enter into each field using Access. You can also link relevant data from several tables together. Furthermore, it offers other helpful features like forms, reports, a query builder, and more. Must know. .ACCDB extension is added when a database is stored in Microsoft Access. Know more. Users of Microsoft Access can quickly examine their reports in the following manners: Design View, Layout View, Report View, and Print Preview. Components of MS Access 2016. Title bar. The title bar is present at the top of MS Access window. In the center of the title bar, the name of the application, that is Microsoft Access 2016, and the name of the database is displayed. Minimize, maximize, and close buttons are present on the right corner of the title bar. Quick Access Toolbar. It is present on the left side of the title bar. By default, it contains 3 buttons: Save, Undo, and Redo. You can customize Quick Access Toolbar by clicking on the drop-down arrow on the right side of the Quick Access Toolbar to add more buttons to it for various commands. Ribbon. The ribbon is present just below the title bar. It consolidates all the buttons for performing tasks in one place. In MS Access 2016, the main command tabs are File, Home, Create, External Data, and Database Tools. The commands under these tabs are arranged in groups. Navigation pane. The navigation pane is present on the left side of the user interface window, and it displays a list of all the objects of the currently active database. Following are the database objects of MS Access 2016. A. Tables. The tables are the most important elements of any database. The entire data of any database is stored in tables. Even if you use any other database object, you are still working with tables. B. Forms. These are used to create a user interface to accept data. The data accepted through these forms is stored in tables. C. Query. A query is used to give selection criteria to view selective data. Based on the query given, the data is retrieved from a particular table and displayed on the screen. D. Report. A report is used to display the retrieved data in a simple and user-friendly format that can be printed. Status bar. The status bar is present at the bottom of the Access window. It displays the status of the active database. Buttons to change the database view are also present on the right corner. Help. To seek help on working with MS Access 2016, press F1 or click the Help button on the extreme right of the ribbon bar. Data types. You know that a table consists of fields and records. The data type specified for a field describes the kind of data values that can be stored in that particular field. These data types are specified at the time of the creation of a table. Various data types supported by MS Access 2016 are: 1. Text. A text data type includes short data values consisting of alphanumeric characters. The numbers entered in the text field cannot be used for arithmetic calculations, such as phone numbers and postal codes. The default size of text data type is 50 characters, but It can store up to 255 characters. Each character takes 1 byte of memory space. The fields like student's name, address, etc. are of text data type. 2. Memo. This data type is used to store long blocks of text. It also includes data values consisting of alphanumeric characters and can store up to 65,536 characters. For example, the remarks or item description field can be of memo data type. 3. Number. A number data type is used to store numbers that will be used for all arithmetic calculations. It can include whole numbers and decimal numbers. The number field can store up to 16 bytes of data. Marks, distance, etc. are examples of fields with the number data type. 4. Date, time. This data type is used to store date and time values for years from 100 to 9999. Fields like date of birth, date of joining, etc. are of date-time data type. The date-time field can store up to 8 bytes of data. Date and time can be displayed in various formats. 5. Currency. This data type is used to store monetary values like price, fee, etc. The data in the currency field is not rounded off while performing arithmetic calculations. Each currency field's value requires 8 bytes of storage. 6. Auto number. It is used to store an integer that increments automatically as you add records and decrements automatically as you delete records. It takes 4 bytes to store such data. The purpose of an auto number field is to provide a unique value. The most common use of an auto number field is as a primary key, especially when no other suitable primary key is available in the table. 7. Rich text. A rich text data type is used to store alphanumeric characters that can be formatted using color and font controls. 8. Calculated field. It contains the result of calculation using other fields of the same table. For example, in a table, if you want to calculate profit, the two fields, sale price and cost price, which are the fields of the same table, will be used to calculate the profit. 9. Attachment. An attachment data type is used to attach images, spreadsheets, documents, charts, and other files as records to your database. It is similar to attaching files to your emails. 10. Hyperlink. A hyperlink data type is used to store alphanumeric characters, which are stored as text and used as hyperlink addresses. A hyperlink field can store up to 1 GB of data. 11. Logical yes, no. The field with yes-no data type can have either of the two values, yes or no. You can set the format to display other logical formats like true, false, and on-off. 12. OLE object. The data type refers to the objects that can be linked and embedded like images, graphs, audio, presentation, and Word files. These can store up to 2 GB of data. 13. Lookup wizard. A lookup wizard is used to store data that is retrieved from some other table, query, or set of values specified while creating the fields. When lookup wizard starts, you can create a lookup field whose data type is either text or number, depending upon the choices that you make in the Start MS Access 2016. To start MS Access 2016, follow the steps given below. 1. Click on the Start button. 2. Select MS Access 2016. The opening screen of MS Access 2016 appears as shown in figure 4.2. Create a blank database. If you want to create a database without spending much time, MS Access 2016 provides various templates to do so. The database so created is ready to use and contains all tables, forms, and reports as other required database objects. MS Access 2016 also provides you with the option to customize the created database according to your requirements. 1. Click on the MS Access 2016. 2. On the opening screen, click Blank Templates. 3. Type the name in the file name box and click on Create button. 4. You now have a new database. Add a primary key to a table. Create a primary key to associate data between multiple tables. 1. In the navigation pane, right-click a table and select Design View. 2. Select the field or fields you want to use as the primary key. 3. Select Design, Primary Key. The table already contains a field called ID. This field is the primary key of the table. 4. To rename this field, right-click and select Rename Field option from the drop-down menu. A cursor will appear in the field name. Type the new name of the field, say roll number. As you enter data in this new column, MS Access 2016 automatically scans the data value entered by you and accordingly sets the appropriate data type for that field. 5. To set the specific data type of the field, click the arrow next to the field name. A drop-down menu containing a list of data types will appear. Select the required data type. 6. To add more fields to the table, click Field Header and choose the desired data type from the drop-down menu. When the cursor appears, type the new field name, say Student Name, and press the Enter key. The cursor moves on to the next field. Similarly, add English, Maths, Hindi, and Computer fields to the table. Click the Save button in the Quick Access toolbar. The Save As dialog box appears. Name the table as Table 1 and click on the OK button. You will see the name of the table in the navigation pane and also in the Document tabs bar. Opening an existing database. To open an existing database, follow the steps given below. 1. Click the Home tab and select the Open option. The Open dialog box appears. 2. Select the desired database and click the Open button. No more. You can open the database in various modes by clicking on the arrow next to the Open button in the Open dialog box. The various modes in which the database can be opened are as follows. Read only. You can view it but cannot edit it. Exclusive mode. No one else can open it while you have it open. Exclusive read-only mode. Other users can still open the database, but they have read-only access. Saving database. To save the database, follow the given steps. 1. Select Save As option from the Home tab. 2. Select Save As option, then Save As dialog box appears. Type the name in the table name. 3. The Save As dialog box appears. Type the name of the database file in the file name text box. 4. Click Save. The database will be saved with an extension .accdb. Closing MS Access 2016. To close MS Access 2016, click the Close option from the Home tab. Smart tip. To quit MS Access 2016, press Alt plus F4. Rules for naming a field. The following rules should be kept in mind while naming a field in a table. 1. A field name should not be more than 64 characters. 2. It can include letters, lower, upper or mixed case, numbers and a few special characters like an underscore. 3. It cannot have a period, an exclamation mark or square brackets. 4. It cannot start with a blank space. Let's recall. Microsoft Access is a database management system, DBMS, from Microsoft that combines a graphical user interface with the relational database. A wide range of other data formats, including numerous alternative database file types, are also understood and used by MS Access. Data can be directly exported to or imported from word processing, spreadsheet, or database files. A database is a collection of information that Microsoft Access saves. Access refers to anything that is nameable as an object. Tables, queries, forms, reports, macros, data macros, and modules make up the majority of the objects in an Access desktop database.